Coming up on Hawk TV, we take a look at a senior's uncommon sport,
a club's mission to help refugees and immigrants,
and an update on the golf team season.
This is Hawk TV for Friday, September 27th.
Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Haley Pacheco.
And I'm Andrew Washington. It's the middle of the fall athletic season, and sports like football and volleyball are in full swing. But outside of school, some students pursue less common individual sports, like senior Dylan Lee, who has found success as youth tournament bowler. Michelle Yu got to take a closer look into his story.
Senior Dylan Lee has been bowling competitively for 5 years. Lee says his interest in the sport took off quickly.
When I first threw my first ball, it was such a great joy to me. It just felt like so much fun to bowl, so I just wanted to keep doing it over and over again.
One day, Lee came to bowl for fun but was unexpectedly recruited by his coach to play competitively.
So I was just coming here to practice, to get used to the feeling of the lanes. And he was there, and he saw me, and he was like, "Do you want to join the youth bowling team?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Lee's coach, Joshua Modello, says he quickly recognized that Lee had the skill to be successful.
I remember the day when I saw him on lane 26 and I said, I want that kid because he was raw talent. And if I can see someone that has the ability, as long as they have the drive, then I know that they're capable.
Last summer, Lee participated in Teen Bowler Circuit, and despite a slow start to the tournament, he says his performance was his proudest moment.
It started off very rough, and then I managed to qualify to the top 3 for the final step ladders. And then I beat the first person like a blowout, like 50 pins. And then the last game was a very close one, which I honestly felt like the best moment of my life.
Although Lee has less experience compared to his peers, his strength of staying goal-focused and not letting anyone get into his head has helped achieve better outcomes.
I don't let anything get into my mind. Like anyone that trash talks me or anyone that disrespects of what I do, I don't let that get into my mind, so I don't let that bring me down.
Since he's a little on the shy side, reserved, you sometimes don't know what he's thinking, but I think that can be one of his personal assets too.
Lee's mom, Michelle Back, supports Lee in what he aspires to do.
I definitely want him to do something that he loves. I let him pick what he wants, not like my parents. Me, I want to be different, and I let him choose, and seems like he has a good idea of what he wants to do, but I just want him to be happy overall. I don't want him to be doing something he doesn't want to do, and bowling makes him happy.
Lee says bowling is an outlet for his energy and is passionate for the sport.
It's just so comfortable for me. I can do whatever I want on these lanes, and I just feel happy to do it.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Michelle Yu.
Thanks, Michelle. Lee is playing at the 6th Annual Lone Star Invitational Youth Classic at Plano Super Bowl on October 12th and 13th.
With midterms approaching and the 9-week period for eligibility right around the corner, extra help outside of class might be what many students need. NHS has organized tutoring in the big gym every day during block lunch for students who might be struggling to understand concepts or simply need help on homework.
Zara, Neil, where are you guys going?
We're going to the gym.
Wait, why are you going to the gym?
We're gonna get some work in.
I love the gym.
I heard you guys are going to the gym. Can I go?
Yeah, anyone can go.
Okay.
According to UNRefugees.org, there have been around 23,000 refugees residing in the U.S. since 2018. One senior aims to help refugees by providing donations with her newly formed club, Humankind. Melissa Gonzalez got to take a look at how the club's been making progress.
Humankind is a new club with the purpose of helping refugees and the homeless. Senior Sarah Merchant says that she started Humankind because no other club was focusing on the issue.
Our club is different because we're not only aimed to help them, but we want to develop a more pluralistic attitude towards people of diverse cultures.
Senior Shamas Arab says that he hopes people join the club because they might connect with its purpose.
Other students should join this club because you can relate a lot to people our age, because a lot of our parents and stuff are from different countries, so you never know how someone's life could have been like. So a lot of students should join and just come help and support for people who are refugees and poverty.
Club sponsor Kathy Beasley says the club is off to a good start.
I think they're well on their way to spreading the word about what they're doing and coming up with ideas that will generate goods that will help the people who really need them.
Despite only having started this year, Merchant and Arab say the club has had many donations and is already in collaboration with other volunteer groups for the cause.
We have gotten a lot of donations for the organizations that we're partnering with. We partnered with Literacy Achieved and Donations Dallas, and they both help immigration and people who are refugees.
I'm really proud that we've had a lot of donations and a lot of participation in the first meeting. And that we got off the ground so well, and I hope to continue to do that and be better in the future.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Melissa Gonzalez.
If you're interested in joining the club, you can pick up a form in room 1445, and for more information, follow their Twitter and Instagram accounts at HHS Humankind. With the start of a new school year, we decided to ask freshmen and seniors what they're most stressed about for this year, to see how stressors change throughout high school.
The most stressful thing
about high school, grades and adjusting to how fast everything goes.
Nothing. I mean, I'm only in one class and it's food science, so.
It's all the homework and making new friends.
Leaving your friends and all, because you've been here with them for the long ride.
It's probably the amount of people here.
Not being able to graduate early.
Probably all the grades and all the homework.
To be honest, senior year isn't that stressful. The only thing that actually is stressful though is colleges and all that, but it's just
Thank you to all the seniors and freshmen who participated. After getting off to a strong start, the tennis team is in a solid position as they prepare for the playoffs. Ava Caballero Romo got to take a closer look at the team's goals.
Tennis has been preparing for playoffs since the start of the school year. Sophomore Max Carcino says the team is performing better than last year.
Last year we had a really good girls team, and this year we lost a couple of the girls, but we added some really good boys. So I feel like we're pretty balanced, but we've been performing a lot better this year.
Senior Finley Blair says the team always has each other's backs and focuses on their goal.
When it comes down to it, we're all there for each other, and we all make sure that we're focusing on the goal, which is to win.
Tennis coach CJ Kogale says the players are motivated by wanting to pursue this sport in the future.
Some of them would like to play in college, so that would be a motivation. And then just playing for something that represents more than themselves.
Carcino says new additions to the team, such as freshmen Lance Luong and Dylan Boggin, have helped the team.
Freshmen have had a big impact. Definitely Lance and Dylan coming in, just immediately taking varsity spots has been big for them, and I know it's helped their confidence a lot.
Blair says the team's main goal for the season is to make it to playoffs.
Our goal is to make it far into playoffs, if not win.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Ava Caballero Romo.
Thanks, Ava. Tennis will have its next match against Louisville at home on October 1st at 3 p.m.
After losing several of last year's top seniors, the golf team has been starting out with the new season well. Hanya Qureshi got to take a closer look into how the team is adjusting to the changes.
The girls' golf team finished 6th in the first tournament of the year, with sophomore Simran Shah finishing 5th individually. Head coach Terry Campbell said that the competition is tough, but playing in the more difficult tournaments gives the team more experience.
It just kind of tells you the caliber of the teams we had at that tournament. Any other tournament probably she would have won, but I mean that one, they had the best in the state. We had some San Antonio, so we had some Houston, we had some Austin teams there. So it's good to expose the kids to those type of tournaments. I've always told them we don't travel unless we can compete, and they're competing. So we're traveling, and it's because that way we can see who we have to compete against in state.
Shaw and Captain Daniel Ahn both say that a strong mindset is an asset in playing the game.
I think the hardest part would be
your mentality, like it being strong, because you have 18 holes, so if you mess up on your like third hole and it's like really bad and you don't have a good like mental game, you just completely bomb the rest of the holes. But if you do have a mental game, you'll be able to like carry yourself through the next 18 and like figure it out.
As a team, I think we should practice more and focus on mastering our skill levels to our best. And also, if we have a bad round or a bad shot, we need to learn how to like forget about that shot, because it's only a shot in a round. There's more rounds to come and more opportunities.
Both On and Campbell say that the teams are working well and that it's important to keep improving.
As a team, we cooperate with each other. We have good fellowship with each other. We challenge each other and like have competitions with each other, and it helps us to increase our skill of golf.
We have some experience, even though we're young. We have a lot of golfing experience back on that, so I'm really looking forward to just lowering our scores a little bit more every time.
Reporting for Hawk TV, I'm Hanya Qureshi.
Thanks, Hanya. The boys golf team will be competing Monday at the Granbury Golf Course at 8:15, and the girls team will be competing at the Tangle Ridge Golf Course on Tuesday, October 8th at 8.
In other sports news, football plays tonight against Irving Nimitz at home at 7.
And the cross-country team has a meet tomorrow morning at Old Settlers Park in Round Rock at 8.
That's it for today's episode. I'm Haley Pacheco.
And I'm Andrew Washington. Have any story suggestions? Email us down below.
And follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram.